Retro anime. How did we find it? How does it hold up? Unpacking the ins and outs of being an old school nerd and proving that 80s kids can't remember a damn thing right. These are the mindless midlife musings of the anime nerd.
Welcome to Mindless Midlife Musings of the Anime Nerd. I'm Rick, and I'm joined by the rest of our panel, Vic, Brian, and Lynette. Hello, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
I
Well-
was trying to ask, when
Yeah.
we say you're joined by the rest of the panel,
Yes.
we never really talk about how, our disposition as we're coming into it. Can we just...
I feel like that buries the lead, though. Like, if we tell them we're coming in, it's like, well, I'm pissed. Like, well, okay, great. You clearly enjoy the anime. Like, I feel like that's burying the lead.
We have
It's
to
kind
hold
of
it in.
spoiler.
We have to hold it in.
They need to, like, it needs to be revealed over the course of the episode.
Yes.
Okay.
So, today we cure the mentally ill, give hair to the follically challenged, bust some ghosts, and more as we help the adorable consultant Mai Waku in My My Mai. My My Mai is a 1993 anthology-style OVA series produced by Pink Pineapple and directed by Osamu Sekita, Hiromichi Matano, and Nanako Shimazaki. Because it's an anthology series, it had a bunch of directors.
Let's say it's Pink Pineapple. That's quite possibly
yeah.
the most tame thing I've ever seen from them.
I know, right? It was released in the West by Central Park Media in 1996. It was released as 2 episodes per cassette or laserdisc, depending on how you purchased it. There was a full-length episode and a shorter episode in each release. So, the plot follows Mai, who runs a consulting business and is oftentimes people's last hope for help with their problems. She will use whatever means necessary to get her clients satisfaction. That is not mine, but I took it from the internet and it sounded fun. So, so this came out in the mid-90s when Pink Pineapple and Central Park Media were doing their whole, we're releasing adult shit stuff.
Because
so-
Central Park Media released everything under their Anime 18 label.
Yeah, there you go.
But if they release this under their own label, it's like, wow.
I can't. I mean, I can't say for sure they released it under their own label. I had these cassettes at one point, but I don't remember whose name was on the box. You know what I mean?
I'm 90% sure I have the DVD, and I'm pretty sure it's Central Park.
Yeah. So anyway, it was just one of
Let
those
us
fun
arrive.
things where I had it too. Brian does not throw shade. So I just didn't have it on Laserdisc. All right. So the so basically the format is in both, the first cassette you got the long episode and then you had a short additional episode, and then the second cassette started with a short episode and then you had a long episode. So it's kind of like cattywampus there. But so it's a silly little adult anime. Short, not very complex, but is based on a manga series. Apparently, I have never seen it. I know nothing about it, and I had to do a significant amount of Googling to get any of the information I did. But because you know how these things go.
Surprisingly, it was not easy to find anything on it.
I know, it was a little challenging. So episode 1 is called Creepy Shinjuku. And basically this dying girl's parents, they want to locate and bring back this elusive Dr. Ben K. Shinobi, who is supposed to be like the only doctor in the world that
that
can
name.
who can save their daughter. So they hire Mai to help hunt this guy down. They have nothing to go on other than he's in Shinjuku. And when I tell you the stank they put on that, like it Shinjuku, she's like, Shinjuku,
right.
like it's like people gonna get killed. So she
Like in
nevertheless,
Florida City or something like that.
yeah, exactly. She goes to Shinjuku. She doesn't get very far, and she's immediately tricked by a person, basically, those door people.
You're not. She's not tricked. She's
She
not
is-
tricked. It is by far. I can't even call it trick. It was.
She succumbed. Basically,
She asks for
Yeah.
direction.
She asked
she
for
asks
what?
for
Yeah.
help, and then she's abducted.
Yeah.
She play fights. She fights about as well as a declawed cat who didn't know that they could bite,
She uses
and it winds up in an outfit.
she uses an expression that
Third.
gets used. It gets used a lot in this series. The expression is, "I'm not that type of girl," and she uses it a lot.
Yes.
And then she does exactly what that
surprisingly,
type of girl would do.
Yes.
exactly. Surprisingly, she has enough experience to go, okay, you put me in this outfit to be
Yeah.
this type of person. I'm going to be this person. It's cool.
But I'm not really that kind of person.
So yes,
Exactly.
gets turned into a waitress at this like cabaret style strip club thing, and she's like a hostess, and immediately, in her extremely revealing outfit, is subjected to all the token sexism and assault that
Can we
you would
talk
expect.
about sub versus dub here?
This is where you want to start with it. All right.
You want to
This
start
is
it
where
here?
I want to start with it.
Okay, because
Okay.
I mean, okay, so I watched it dubbed, but I owned it dubbed back when it came out on VHS. So for me, it was to go down that nostalgia trip. I wanted to rewatch it the way I'd seen it before.
We'll get back to that
Um,
nostalgia trip as well. But oh my god, the dub is probably the worst thing about this.
there are some genuinely terrible voice actors working on this project, and then there are some incredibly well intended voice actors working on this. The English
And
voice
there are
actor,
some, I say,
yeah,
some the phrasings of certain things
yeah.
are just horrendous.
It's handled very interestingly. So
I can't wait for that. I cannot wait
yeah,
for that. When we get to that part, I'm holding.
there are some parts that the dub genuinely got me to laugh out loud, and it
Yeah.
pretty much has everything to do with Dr. Shinobi. But
Dr. Ben K. Shinobi, get it
that's where
right.
she's immediately suffering token sexism with some really bad voice acting, and
Mhm.
to her rescue comes the Black Count, the long-haired Adonis sitting at the bar, who immediately employs his masterful technique of acupuncture to incapacitate the would-be assaulters. And then
Yeah,
very
kind
quick,
of.
Don't forget the cupping. He
that's
also
in the
did the
cup.
hot
Yes,
cup.
that's right.
Yes.
Then he did the hot cup on the guy's head, which was just
Yes.
laughable.
I mean, he kind of had like a Sailor Moon.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he
It felt like a Sailor Moon
character
type thing.
looked like he
Wait, we
could have
need
been.
Lynette's approval on that.
He
Was that
could have been.
accurate?
Yeah, he was the bad guy who fell in love with
Yeah,
Usagi's friend. I
absolutely.
can
Villain
never
of the
remember
week.
his name.
Villain
Yeah.
of the week. Sailor Moon stuff for sure.
Mhm.
So it saves her, and then immediately like scoops her up onto his shoulder after inspecting her very uncomfortably closely. Turns
Yes.
to the madam of the house and says, "This is the one. I'm taking this one. I must have her." And
And she just goes.
she's just like
Yes.
scooped up, and she's
No
like, "I'm
fight.
not that type of girl," she says again. And
I'm not that type of girl.
yeah. And then it cuts away. It's a very funny bit. It's it's a lot of suggestive cutaways, and she's moaning and he's moaning, and it's leading you to assume. And it just turns out that he was obsessed because he wanted to give her a massage because he's
Yes.
He's the
like
masseuse.
Eastern medicine kind of guy. So he's like a top notch. It's a very funny bit. I give them credit. They handled it well.
It drove you in one
So
direction and took you away.
it's great expectations aversion. So
Mhm.
the Black Count agrees to help Mai on her mission. So
Because
he takes
he does not know who can
he has no idea
Shinobi.
who Dr. Ben K. Shinobi is. So, and I'm going to say it now every time, Ben K. Shinobi. So he says, but to find this guy,
And
we got to go. Go ahead.
I appreciate you saying Ben K. Shinobi
Yeah.
because if you don't, it's so much easier to go with Ben Kenobi. And
So I have a
In other
note.
words, you could drop the K now.
I have a note.
Yeah.
I have a note that is absolutely something they were trying to do, and it is. So yeah, he says we have to find Shinjuku Granny, and Shinjuku Granny bit had me rolling because this
He is a
lady is
trip and a half.
8 kinds of terrifying, and Mai literally passes out, ass in the air, and I love
Mhm.
and Granny like, "What's up with this ass?" Back.
Right?
and he says that
That ass needs you, Granny.
Uh,
So stupid.
It was at that
But I
moment.
love.
Dude, it was at that moment I started taking notes.
Yeah.
It was
You're
at
like,
that moment.
I'm gonna need to write that one down.
Yeah.
It's so This is easily my favorite episode. All right, so they have a conversation. She explains that Granny is trying very coyly to turn Mai off of this project because she doesn't want her to find Dr. Ben K. Shinobi
How dare she?
because he's a maniacal pervert of the highest order. She does find Dr. Ben K. Shinobi, and
She finds him because of the fact that apparently his trigger is his long and luscious locks
his wig, yep,
is a
it's
fucking
beautiful.
wig.
It's a wig. Falls off.
Yes.
It turns
And
into
it's
Ben
falls
K.
off.
Shinobi. And he goes apeshit. And I give credit to the voice actors. Japanese, English, doesn't matter. Both were great. Because Dr. Shinobi, the actor who does the Dr. Shinobi bit is so great. Because he's saying crazy ass lines like, give me those tits. Like he's fucking hilariously insane.
Dude,
It's
I have a note that said Ben K. Shinobi is making all the Bens pissed off. Ben Kenobi, Uncle Ben, and Uncle Ben's rice, Ben Franklin, Big Ben, Little Ben, even Benjamin Bratt. all Ben.
That's fantastic. Yes.
Yeah.
So he's maniacal. It's great. So he's using acupuncture to get Mai to take her clothes off, and he's trying to take advantage of her, and she's not cooperating.
kinda
So he
girl?
uses acupuncture. Yeah, she's not that kind of girl. So he's using acupuncture to get her to agree. And Granny smacks the living shit out of him and slaps the wig back on him. And then she reveals the fact that the uncontrollable pervert, Dr. Ben K. Shinobi, is the Black Count, much to my chagrin. So, hey,
We all saw that coming, right?
we sure did.
Yeah.
So they go. This bit, I swear. All right, so she's with Granny at a coffee house or tea. They're outside, whatever. And the Black Count arrives, and she decides to try and she's going to fix him by curing his schizophrenia, the multiple personality disorder thing that's happening. And so she decides to employ his genius, an acupuncture, and ask how she could possibly accomplish this.
Bro.
Oh my God.
This next conversation. Oh my God.
And he's just like, well, for men, that pressure point is the base of the testicles.
The base of the
Where?
testicle.
The base of this, just stick it in. All the
Stick
way.
it in? Yeah, right on the
Stick it
tip.
in.
Yeah.
Base of the
Got it.
testicles.
All the way in.
Twisted.
It's
She's
a calm
twisted.
conversation
Twisted?
over tea.
All the way. The base of
Calm
the testicles.
conversation over tea. I couldn't believe that. I was like, okay. All right.
Oh, I was dying. It was the
This-
timing on it.
It's going there. Okay.
The timing on it was perfect. It just kept dragging
Yeah.
that moment out. It was brilliant.
It was such an awkward moment. Such
an
an
understatement.
awkward
Just stick it in. Stick it in. Stick it in.
moment.
All the way.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it subbed, and it's like the fact that they were just so deadpan serious.
That's it. Just lift it
Yes.
up, lift them up, and stick it in.
You know, I immediately thought about you, Rick.
Oh, Christ. I'm glad that did it for you. So, she drugs the Count. She can drug him so she can administer this new acupuncture treatment, but she doesn't want to make it embarrassing for him. So of course she strips
They
down
both get
first. because
naked.
Should he wake up, she wouldn't want him to be embarrassed. So she reaching around in the dark, trying to find the aforementioned place.
And of course he wakes up.
Of course, he wakes up.
And she chooses this
freaks
moment
out.
for this.
He freaks out. She sticks the needle. And of course, he freaks out and his wig falls off. So he rises from the other side of the bed as the Ben K. Shinobi. And oh, good Lord.
Why are you putting such like movie guy?
Dude, it's so
His name.
he tries to employ every maniacal technique
He
possible.
tries to cup her.
But he tries
Poop.
to. Oh, God. Okay, so
And
I
he goes, she's too big. What was it? What was it?
I got it for you because I
Something
wrote
about,
it
I'm
down.
gonna get you. You big breasted
wench, you
slut.
big titted wench, you big titted wench, you big titted wench. In the dub, I'm telling you right now. So in the dub, he says, "It's too big, you big titted wench, you big titted wench, you big titted wench," and that line has stuck with me forever. I've used that line more times than I care to admit. It's so fucking funny, and just the way he delivers it. And then that doesn't work. So then he tries the heated cup, and that doesn't work. And then he
Or it
tries this
falls on his
weird,
head,
yeah,
right?
he tries this weird lit moss thing he's gonna stick on her ass. I don't know. It's weird shit.
I called it marijuana loofah.
That's fantastic. So he's trying everything he can to torture this girl, to punish her for the needle stick that she administered. And at that point, it kicks in, and all of a sudden, all his hair instantly grows in, and he's back to he's back to the Black Count again. Now, Granny explains that Mai sucks at acupuncture, and she missed the pressure point for the multiple personality disorder and instead hit the pressure point that grows hair. And
which is good enough.
inadvertently did the right thing. She failed successfully. So
That was
Successfully
I
failed?
was like,
it's cured.
okay.
The count is cured. The day is saved. The girl can be healed. It's all going to work out in the end. End of episode. End of
Right.
episode.
Right,
End
right.
of episode.
No, the girl, they forget about the girl. They completely
Completely.
forget about the girl. Oh
And
my
she just goes
gosh.
home.
Only
Oh.
temporarily.
She
It's
goes
so-
home. The count goes, I don't remember what happened, but I feel like I owe her something.
Oh my god!
And let's
guys.
go off to whatever.
You know,
I'm gonna go get cake.
The payoff for this is worth it. Like it was funny as shit. They were very smart about it.
I gotta say, during that moment in time, when I felt like I had been lied to too. When you forgot the girl, I was like, I put myself through this whole thing to get it, and she just skipping off down the street. I'm like, you motherfucker.
So the short episode in this release is The Melancholy Musician in this episode 2, and it starts with an immediate cutaway to remind you of the fact that they have forgotten about the girl. It's the father's furious. And it's it. That's the only time they talk about it this whole episode. They cut then to this mysterious man flipping the actual fuck out when he thinks he's being followed by paparazzi. And
And the greatest doorbell ever.
so it turns out
That doorbell.
so he needs help with this. So he goes to see Mai, and the doorbell is very round. So
I've yet to see the doorbell like that, but I am actively looking for one.
in the market. So I don't know why this is, and I just have all the questions on it. Like, does she stand there all day? Like, does she take breaks? Is there a regular doorbell that fills in when she's not there? Like, what is it? So anyway, it's her boob. Her boob is through this hole in the door, and he presses it.
Yep.
And she opens the door panel above and greets him, and he immediately flips the fuck out. Again, he's an awfully wiry little guy.
Now, note, every time they showed the front of her house, the door did not have that doorbell.
It did not have the cut. I
just
wonder if
that
it's like
one.
a second door. I don't know. Anyway, she's got like an inner door and an outer door kind of thing.
It's a pop-out panel.
I guess so. So turns out this guy is a very famous celebrity musician, and he is about to star in his first movie. And he has a condition in which if he comes into physical contact with a naked woman, he breaks out in just the most horrible hives imaginable.
Looks like a giant strawberry wearing a helmet.
That part happens. He needs help overcoming this deep-rooted psychological condition. So Mai does what she does best. She's not that type of girl, but she straps him to a chair.
Yeah, she's not that type of girl, but she does tie him to a chair.
She ties him to a chair and proceeds to do a striptease. And he
She's got some
chastises her for it.
hyper-specific experience for not being that type of girl.
He chastises her for it. He's like, if I lost my shit every time I saw a naked girl, what the hell? And she's like, all right, fine.
We'll take it to the next level.
Right. So she ties one of his hands, places it under her bra. And at that moment, he absolutely, completely breaks out in hives. His head turns a giant bright red and is wearing some kind of large metal helmet as if it's referencing something that I should probably know, but don't because I'm not Japanese. So
that's a fair assessment.
Oh my god. So she is like, holy shit, this is for real. And she's trying to figure out how to help cure him of this. And she lands on the idea of using his his fear of paparazzi to distract him from the touch. So she cuffs them together, plays an audio tape of a paparazzi, and stuffs the key down her negligee. He is so freaked out that the paparazzi is going to catch him in the situation. He basically assaults her and finds his key and unlocks it. And she's like, yeah, you're cured. And he goes to make his movie. Soon to help him, she comes with the paparazzi tape and tries to play it on a soundstage, and is, of course, immediately kicked out. And at that point, our hero turns into a giant redheaded armored guy, and it's like a whole thing. They're very short. The second episode is like 12 minutes. It's
was
not a
really
big deal.
cute.
It's a very, but it's
I thought I got
funny.
the wrong one. Like when I played it, I was like, "Am I? Nope, this is the right character." It's a very
Yeah,
short
yeah.
film, but
Mhm.
okay.
So it's just an interesting choice. There's not much to say about that, right? It's a simple.
Nope.
None of this comes back later. This isn't like a recurring. This is an anthology, so every story
Yeah.
is supposed to be like self-contained until we get to episode 3, The Devil's Bride. So The Devil's Bride, I gotta tell you, it fooled me. It fooled me. It started, and I was like, "Did I restart episode 1? What the hell?"
Yes, I did the
Yeah.
exact same thing. It's like there's
So
something. It's like I skip forward. It's like wait, that's different. Let me go back.
like episode 3, then I restarted episode 1. So then it plays for a minute, and then I go, "Oh, wait a minute. No, this is different." And then I'm like, "Okay, finally." So, all right. So then you find out it's this girl, Kasumi, their daughter, is still sick. It's been 6 months since they found Shinobi, and Kasumi is still dying. And I love the assistant. He's like, "Still hanging on, huh? We didn't think she lasted
Considering she had a month to live.
a month to live. Still hanging on, huh? It's been 6 months." So then this faith healer shows up, and she introduces herself, and her name is Yua. And she's like, "I'm gonna, use my faith healing powers on this girl." And they're the father and the sister. "This is ludicrous. This is outrageous. There's no," and she disrobes. They're like, "Well, I mean, I might have been a little hasty. Let's let her try at least."
All right.
So
Yeah, it's like yeah, she obviously is
yeah, I mean,
legit.
she seems like she knows what she's doing. So she does this whole ritual and determines that the daughter is actually not sick, that she is instead possessed.
Yep.
So she calls out Satan, which is that's who he is. He introduces himself as Satan. And Yua, this faith healer, is just so very thirsty. She's man hungry in the highest order and immediately wants him. Because of course
She is that type of.
she is that type of
Yes.
girl. Yeah.
Obviously.
And when that doesn't go her way, Yua resorts to using some of her fantastic healing powers, using some of the most
Dude,
creative healing hardware
like a
known to man.
Gatling gun and a bazooka,
And,
Oh my
and
God.
smoke grenades,
she
grenades.
uses her healing bazooka power, to which Satan goes, "What's healing about a bazooka?"
Yes.
Oh my god, it's so dumb.
It
But
was crazy.
But Mai shows up, and Mai, she's
My
like, "I
with
got this."
Dr. Ben Kenobi.
With Dr.
I
Ben
almost
K.
said Kenobi.
Shinobi. Dr. Ben K. Shinobi.
Ben K.
And
Shinobi.
so they're like, "We got this. Take a step." And she disrobes to reveal she's wearing a crucifix bikini, which is hilarious because the bit Satan's like, "I can't look. I gotta look. I can't look. I gotta look. I can't look. I gotta look." Um, so
Hey, damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario.
the bit I wanted to share is this part. Is I made a note of it and I screenshotted it because I wanted to share it with you guys. But it's at this point when she's using her crucifix bikini to assist. It cuts to a
Yes.
wide shot.
Yes, I
And
was
in the
going to bring that
wide
up.
in the wide shot, Count Black is off to the right of the screen, and he's still using that moss on the ass thingy to try and heal the daughter.
Mhm.
It's-
Yep, I noticed that too. I was waiting to bring that
Like,
up. You beat me to it.
he's trying. Oh my god. Because of course
Marijuana
he
Luke
is.
returns.
That's it. So you she's Maya's succeeding. She's messing him up, and Yua gets angry, and she uses her healing minigun to try and stop Satan. But really, he just needed some holy motorboating with the
Look,
crucifix
Yes,
bikini.
he did.
In your life, did you ever think that you would be ever uttering these words for all perpetuity?
No,
Like,
without a
these
doubt.
words are going to be stuck in the cosmos.
Yes. I
And
never did. This was definitely not on my bingo card.
right, all the aliens from Alpha Centauri 4, when they read this, they're gonna be like, what was Mindless Midlife Musings talking about then?
A healing minigun. So yes, she uses her crucifix bikini and holy motorboats Satan, and then
Yes.
proceeds to rub herself all over him. So he's got these little
Holy-
crucifix marks.
Dude,
Yes.
holy motorboat Satan. You use the words.
Yes.
You
We
use
need that on
the
a
words.
t-shirt. We need that on a
And-
t-shirt.
Yeah.
I need an
Dude.
old priest, a young priest, and I need the holy motorboat Satan. That's just gonna be.
I can make that.
Oh,
Look,
that would be some uncomfortable conversations at times.
I didn't say they
If
had to
they-
be male.
if they ever do some type of Galaxy Quest type shit
That's a
for Mindless, and they review the historical records,
yeah,
we're
sure.
gonna have a holy bazooka, a
This is
holy
right.
minigun, and
That's
a
right.
holy motorboat Satan.
That's right.
This is what this show has done to us.
This is it. This is the pinnacle of it. So he can't resist her. So he's enjoying the pain. She's like, "How'd that feel?" And he's like, "It hurts so good," kind of basically.
Yes.
So she
I
she
said-
hurts so good. So she gives him a kiss, a garlic kiss, and he welcomes the suffering. And it's great. It's this long drawn out moment, and he succumbs to it, and he's like, "Fuck it," and he runs off. He suffers. He's burning. He leaves, or is he?
yeah.
And the day is saved, right? And they figure all this out. And at the very end, Shinobi's like, "Why did you even need me? Like,
Yeah.
right? Why the hell? Why were you even here?"
Out loud.
Yes, he does. Why did
does.
you need me? Oh, good lord. So Maya's goes home, she's relaxing, celebratory shower, I guess. And you find out Satan is now stalking her because he's obsessed.
With the bloody
So-
nose. You gotta,
It's right here, the
you gotta
bloody
include
nose.
the bloody nose.
Gotta have the bloody nose. So it was very funny. The character Yua having just these hilarious, her healing bazooka powers, her healing grenades, her healing gas cans. Like it was very funny. So this takes
power of
us to,
healing.
and that was the short episode of the segment, which is why we wrapped that up so quickly. So the episode 4 is the longer episode of this release, and it's the Summer Holiday by the Seaside. This is another one of the detached stories. It doesn't really follow anything going on
Anything.
because again, it's an anthology. But we're introduced to side characters, I and me, that we've never met, and I'm sure probably relevant to the manga, but to us, they were just
But I've been waiting to see them because
they were in the
showed-
intro.
They were in the intro,
They're in the intro. Yeah,
which is a
So-
pretty 80s type feel intro.
absolutely is. It's very
Mhm.
much. It's perfectly. But it's got the sunset with the silhouette, and it's got like, it's absolutely all of those things. It's very much that. It's one of those ones you could probably set to In the Air Tonight, and it would probably fit.
Hey, don't you bring Sir Phil Collins into this?
So we meet I and me, who we hadn't met before, and they all go to the beach, and they end up at an inn, and they meet some ghosts. So it starts at the beach, and I is like the top boy surfer girl, and Mai is gonna sunbathe, and everybody's oogling her. But then her friend Me shows up, and then it doesn't matter what the fuck Mai's doing, because Me's outfit is bravo. Just
Couple of bow ties.
slow clap that outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she doesn't care. She has no fucks to give, basically. I insults her, and Me chases after her. It's a very silly little. It's just a short bit to get you to introduce the characters and sort of their temperaments.
I felt like I was looking like an episode of like Ramna One Half.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. Yeah, physical comedy, sort of absurd. Yua shows up from the devil episode, and she is like in full getup, and she just shows up to be like, "Thanks for your help, Mai," and then wanders off. And you're like, "Okay, cool, thanks for that."
That was random. I didn't understand it.
They needed to kill
Okay.
5 seconds, and they figured bringing Yua.
So everyone gets sunburn, and Mai is treating their sunburn, and it's apparently just focused on just their sunburn butts. But it's a funny bit where they're and they go to this hotel. It's a hotel inn run by these 3 old people. And
I like how you said that. 3 old people.
yes,
Because you don't know they're 3 old women or you don't.
I don't want to misgender, just they're
Yeah,
3 old.
but
They're voiced
each
by
one looks,
Jenny kind of.
each one looks progressively worse.
They are see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. But in reverse, she has giant eyes. He has giant lips. So that's what they
On
were.
behalf of Bubba Gump, I hated that lady.
Oh shit. So they fight over having to share rooms. They don't want to do it, and it doesn't matter. They agree to it anyway. And while they're sleeping, Mai has a vision. She sees ghosts holding her down, and she's telling the story, and it freaks the girls out. And then the ghost story ensues. The old people tell them all about the history. They put like 50 old people in a room, and they died or some shit. And it's this whole elaborate ghost story. So yeah, that's apparently the spirits overwhelmed Yui. You like apparently went to the hotel and like entered the room and passed out like immediately. That was part of that's the only other time you see Yui this episode. They
Right?
brought her back to say thanks, and they brought her back to pass out. So
Because you was getting conscripted to try to rid the place of ghosts.
yeah, she had been, and then she apparently passed out, and she didn't. So she failed.
So now they decided
she
to
succumbed to
hire
them. So
Mai.
they're just like, we don't know. They didn't hire her. They just like they were just staying there. Like, it was just a casual. She's not even on the job.
No, they did hire her.
They do after the vision and shit. They're like,
Right.
yeah, we'll be Ghostbusters, and they do like the whole Ghostbuster outfit. It's like a thing. So they set up camp in the hotel room, and to kill time, they watch porn. They take a blood shower. They find a hand in their toilet.
They find it in the toilet.
Yeah, and
When I say the head in the toilet or the hand in the toilet,
the hand in the toilet. Yeah,
actually is a deep-seated fear of mine.
is it really?
Yeah,
Is it because of
actually
Ghoulies? Because the horror film Ghoulies? Because I feel like that's
Oh God.
I've
relevant.
never seen Ghoulies, but I always used to have a fear that if I'm ever like taking a shit or something like that,
Yeah.
and a big ass tongue just like licks my ass, I would.
Out of all
Yeah.
things, that is what
that's. Well, see,
And-
in D&D, there's the treasure chest with a mouth, right? So this is basically like the dirty version of that, like toilet
you
with a
got the
mouth.
mimic, and then you got the dirty mimic.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
But it was
The shit
triggering,
mimic.
and I saw it. I immediately grabbed a whole bunch of Fabuloso and cleaned my toilet.
It's great.
I
Love it.
was terrified.
So they they do this thing, right? And I forgot this kid shows up. So they're into a room, and right after they agree to be Ghostbusters, they enter a room, and then there's this ghost yokai looking thing, and I beats the shit out of him with a bat.
Yes.
Solid, top notch work, because the kid annoys the shit out of me, so I was into it. He's basically like telling them they suck as Ghostbusters, and that shit's gonna go down at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and right.
No,
So they watch
at
porn until then.
No, but here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
I caught this immediately because of the certain things I want to point out about the beginning about this whole
Yeah.
nighttime episode.
By all means.
First is you notice that it's a crescent moon,
Sure.
and it immediately made me think about like when they used to draw Sailor Moon's crescent,
Mm,
that big ass circle. But
sure. Like incredibly crescent, like way more than
yeah,
More
Yeah.
than possible.
So it's a crescent moon, and he
Mhm.
says shit's gonna start at 2 a.m. And
Yeah.
then the next scene they say 3 a.m. I was like, well, you're not being consistent, sir.
Sus. Um, so yeah, so
That
they
means
watch porn.
2:30.
That's
Yeah.
the girls turn
Going
on the
between.
TV and there's porn. So they keep
Mhm.
watching it. And Mai's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then she's, "I'm gonna go take a shower. This is gross." So she goes to take a shower. It's like 3 a.m. now. And her shower water turns to blood. Me goes to
Me's
use
on
the
the bathroom.
restroom. She complains that she's always shown this way or something.
Right. I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh.
So then the hand is in the toilet and she screams and Mai screams. Everybody screams. This is pretty much it. So they find out that the old people are setting it up. It's all a
Okay.
big gag. They're doing
Oh,
it to
we
draw.
forgot about that me takes a baseball bat and runs into this little portal.
Oh yeah. I
Like
takes the baseball bat and runs into the portal like Leroy Jenkins shit. That's
and
right.
apparently it falls out the window.
Just like right out, yeah. Because of course we know why shortly, and it's that the old people are staging this to get notoriety, to get people to come, and so it's all fake. So this pisses off the girls, and they want to get back at them. So I is laid out, just falling out the windows. She's out for the count. So it's down to me and Mai, and the boy who's going to help them.
Mhm.
Ryota.
Thank you for remembering his name because I just remembered annoying.
Yeah,
kid.
I didn't remember him.
So they do like this, and there's a lot of sex gags in between the two, but they basically me is like a raging homosexual. So Mai and me are trying to get makeup on to like look like zombies, and me takes full advantage of Mai so she can get at her, and
But Mai's not that type of girl.
Mai is not that
No,
type of
she's
girl.
not.
He even makes a point to say, what if I'm deflowered like this? And he
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
you know I'm kidding. I was like, oh my gosh.
Dude. So they go back in costume to trick the old people and get revenge. And
They go
admittedly,
back the next night.
you're right. Like, there's no
And-
way they're gonna remember us.
And this is important because first you
Yeah.
got to know that the three ladies kicked them out of the hotel. So since we can't use you, since you can't do
Yeah.
anything, what good are you? So they're walking down the beach and Rio comes back and tells them, hey, listen, we should investigate. We investigate, and that's when they find out
That it's all
that
sham.
it's all a sham.
Mhm.
So basically, 2 nights have passed.
Yes, that's right.
2
So
nights have passed from them being scared,
the mean hired, scared, kicked out.
kicked out. They investigate, and
Yep.
it's very easy to figure out because they
How
just lay
many?
it out right there.
Right. It's a trip, but
Mhm.
old people. So yeah, they know.
I'm bringing
It's
this
important.
up.
Yeah.
I'm bringing this up because I need to make a point.
Okay.
It made me look at the whole lunar phases of
Yeah.
the moon because
This
it
did?
started off as a waxing crescent because that's the shape that it is when it's facing when a
All right.
crescent's facing to the left. It's called a waxing crescent. Just for them to go 2 days later, and
Yeah.
it's a full moon.
Well, Brian, wouldn't that then allude to the fact that maybe it's been more than 2 days? Like it
No.
would have been, right?
No, I'm not
Anime
gonna do
logic.
that. I'm not gonna do it, and I'm going to say it. That also pissed me off, and I actually looked it up, and it will be part of our show notes about the lunar phases, until you can see exactly how long it would take for it to get back to the full moon.
So like I mean,
Well, to
they,
be fair,
they-
last episode it took them 6 months to actually go back to try to save Kasumi.
I'm
So
not
maybe it was 6 months, or it could have been weeks.
I am not going to defend it, Brian, because I'm going to let you have this one. I'm going to let you have this one.
I'm
Because
just saying the moon
it's a
matters.
ghost story. So
Like this
you're
is
going to Neil
important.
deGrasse Tyson this shit. I'm going to let you have it.
I was. That's exactly what I was going to say about Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was able to map the stars on the fucking Titanic. You guys should have been able to do this. I was so about to go Neil deGrasse.
I don't feel like they had an astrophysicist on lock for this adult anime. But I mean, I'm sure Neil would answer their questions. I'm sure.
Actually was about it.
Sure, Dr. Tyson would answer them.
Long time listener, and he
Long
loves
time.
anime.
He does, especially the scientifically accurate ones. So they never they show up with their makeup and they do a whole bit and they get them back. It's really not. None of this is heavy or complex. They
All right.
No.
scare
So
the
they
shit out of the
decided.
old people.
All right. So they decided they're gonna come back, and they're in character, right?
They are. They're in
And
character.
and they immediately start scaring well, give them pause. How about that?
They
They
do.
give them
Yeah,
pause.
yeah. Yeah, they're taking
And
it back for sure.
right. So one of them goes and finds out, and she goes to bring them a meal. And when she brings them a meal, the first stage of them being possessed is them looking like cats and
Yes, that's right.
devouring their food. Like she turned around and they have
Yep.
just gone ham on their food.
Cat demon.
Right. So she leaves to go to the other two. Hey, these two are really weird. And it says, were they cats? Were they foxes? Or were they raccoons?
Right, which is an important distinction we know now because of the Pawn Hero. because of the Pompoko
And
episode.
well,
Hey, see, now that brings up to the one thing that annoyed me.
Which is
Translations, for some reason, Tanuki always got translated as raccoon when it's
they
not a
always
raccoon.
do, yeah. But I mean, the fact that we understood the importance of
Oh,
the
for sure.
distinction because of Pompoko, that says something. That's all. Brian's absolutely on point on this one.
I immediately said,
you
I was like,
have to be sure.
Oh man.
I was like, you guys brought Pompoko into this? How dare you?
I immediately went, wow, I actually learned something relevant from that anime. That's right. So they do the cat where the cats are foxes. That shit was great. And then yeah, so then they have this like whole bit where they do like zombie makeup and like faces melting, you know. They scare the shit out of them. It's great. And then you find out during this whole process that the kid's a ghost, right? Because he's doing this shit with like a
we have you know what? I'll leave it for my mindless music. I'll leave
okay.
it for mindless music.
That's fair. The kid's a ghost. He's doing this thing with a light flame thing, and you're just like, how's he doing that? What is that? I mean, I already suspected way earlier in this. Not like it's high art. But then you ultimately find out at the very end that he is in
Yes.
fact a ghost.
He's been a ghost for at least 5 years.
Yeah. And that's kind of, you know, where they end it for you on that. It's
No, because they ended. They
Yeah.
ended. They look at the picture, they see it, they jump off,
Yeah.
run off.
that's it. Bye. So it's that's my Mai in a nutshell, pretty much.
Essentially.
I
So-
can do my mindless music now.
Go ahead. You can do yours. I've got a couple for you. You go ahead.
All right. So between the transition between the three people being scared
Yeah.
and the next day, they
Yeah.
do this weird cut scene, and it's basically a rabbit with a pestle and mold.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. That's actually from from Asian mythology.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
what that alludes to is that if you look at the moon during the full moon in Japan and China, it actually look like there is a rabbit on the
Oh,
moon.
okay. They instead of seeing like the man in the moon, like Western culture, they have like a rabbit.
A rabbit on
That's-
the moon. And
that's
what
cool.
it's doing is actually making a potion for immortality.
Oh shit. Brian bringing receipts. Good on you, sir.
Wow. Go you.
Bravo.
Because it
I
came
love
it
it.
came out and I had been so annoyed with all the things that happened. I'm like, what the hell is this little bit right here? And
You had to do homework.
He's like, I am.
homework because I was about to pick it up. I'm like, of all the things that is, I was about to like go in on it, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, that's actually pretty serious for them. I'm just gonna go ahead and share this as knowledge.
That's fantastic. I love that.
I actually appreciate it.
I do. That's well done. Well done, sir. My musings are nowhere near as fun.
That's I got mine first. Thank you. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
no,
We can
I'm
go
glad
down
you
here.
did.
We can go
It's all
down.
downhill, and it is. So the name Dr. Ben K. Shinobi is almost certainly a nod to several things. One of them being Ben K, Ben Gay, a healing ointment. He is a healer. Benkei. And obviously Benkei Shinobi, Ben Kenobi. That's clearly, they were clearly going for that. So it's kind of a nod to two things. Toshiyuki Morikawa is a voice actor. He played Tekkaman Blade. He played Tekkaman Blade for the whole series. And he plays the character Ryoichi Kudo, who's the musician in the second episode. I just thought that was a funny thing. But, and this is my favorite, Dr. Benkei Shinobi, the Black Count, is in Japanese played by none other than longtime fan of the show, Sho Hayami, otherwise known as Maximilian Genius of Super Dimension Fortress Macross fame, because everything is Macross.
No, I
It's like,
swear.
what was it, like 7 degrees of bacon years ago? Now in anime, it's 7 degrees Macross.
That's
or
it. You got it.
How did they get him?
I was just as shocked as you were.
I mean, we possibly could have alluded to this in terms of like when we're looking at like the whole culture of just when we look at like Perfect Blue, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And they talk about how difficult it is. You can be a pop star,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, you can be nobody.
Yeah.
Easily. So I can imagine. I can only imagine that same type of thing for like voice actors.
Yeah. So I thought that too. And this isn't the platform for it because this anime was just fun and silly. But like, if a voice actor can't find, like what happened to the voice actor for Hikaru, Arahiro Hase, he couldn't find work. And he ultimately committed suicide, threw himself out a window. It's terrible. And I think about like a situation like with Sho Hayami, who has not stopped working since Macross. Like he's been in everything. And I think that's how it could have gone the other way for him, because literally the other person in that anime with him, he didn't have that success and it ended in tragedy, which sucks. But yeah, Sho Hayami, working hard, man, taking every role he can,
right?
playing everything.
He's like the Nicolas Cage of anime.
He really is. He's
I
fucking
was
everything.
like, I remember like Patrick Swayze. Right?
Yeah.
Clearly, he did movies like Dirty Dancing. He did Rebel
Mhm.
Dawn, and he has movies like that.
Sure.
But then he did Steel Dawn, and you're like, where the fuck did this come from?
Tu Wan Fu, thanks for everything. Like,
But that was wrong.
yeah.
Like,
But you're not wrong.
You will put there, in certain cult.
Absolutely. It was a cult classic for a lot of people.
But Steel Dawn?
Yeah.
Do y'all remember that movie?
I don't remember
Barely.
the movie. I remember it exists,
That's about it.
So that's but to keep it back, to circle back to the subject matter, we're talking about My My Mai. That's all I had for mindless musings. I just thought it was funny how, because of course everything is Macross, we had to have show.
Then it was a pride.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. It's such an interesting thing. I want to turn it over for thoughts. Who would like to go first? Don't everyone stand up at once. Come on down, guys. Jeez. A pick. I'm going to pick, and I'm going to pick Vic. Vic gets to go first this time. Vic, 4 episodes. It's a short watch. My, my, my.
Yeah, it was.
Had you seen it before?
What? Yeah, I own it.
Yeah. Well,
But it's
that's right.
been a long time.
A
Long
very
time.
Very. I think the only time I watched it was when we first got it. But so, oh god. First, I totally forgot this was Pink Pineapple, and like I said, it's probably one of the most tame titles from them. I don't even think it's in the intro that it's Pink Pineapple title card. That was just when I dug on the internet, so it could have been a subsidiary of it. So, but like I said, for a Pink Pineapple stint, it's very tame. That's an understatement. But God, how do I explain it? It's like so Japanese comedy, right? It, especially from 80s and early 90s,
never really stuck well with me. It's like
Yeah.
either it was like this or they went totally balls to the wall like with Golden Boy,
Sure.
where Golden Boy is freaking hilarious. It felt like it was trying and it wasn't getting there. It's like where Golden Boy is like the comedian at, it's playing out these massive areas and, hundreds of people watching. My
Sure.
Mai felt like it was the little hole in the wall comedy club that maybe has like 12 people watching. Right? It
Right.
isn't bad to say. It's just it wasn't great for me. As
I'm
far
going to
as
issue a
everyone,
correction, Vic. I'm going to issue a correction. According to Anime News Network, it's JC Staff, not Pink Pineapple. But
okay, JC.
there you go.
It's even weirder
Yep.
for JC staff.
That's what Anime News Network says.
Trying to
so
find information on this was a pain to
I
begin
have
with. So.
conflicting information. That's all I can say at this point.
Yeah,
So
Anime News Network hasn't been the most reliable of information either. So
true.
But it's like I say, it wasn't a favorite. I didn't hate it, but it'll probably be another decade of 3 before I decide to watch it again. If you're a fan of early 90s fan servicey comedic anime, it'll fit in just right. If you have an aversion to fan service, which seems to be a thing nowadays,
Yeah.
it's obviously not for you. If you don't like, early 90s comedy, not for you.
Yeah.
But for everyone else, it may be worth a watch. I mean, it is 22:45. It's under 70 minutes to watch.
Yeah. It's not hard.
It's not long. I mean, movies are longer. It's a decent time waster. That would be my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right.
unlike
Cool.
Ryan and Rick, I did see it subbed because that's how I recall seeing it.
Sure.
And yeah, that's all I got really. It's like, cool. If you don't mind the fan service, you don't mind Japanese early 90s comedy, go for it.
All right.
But it's not Golden
Okay.
Boy.
No, come on. All right. So, Brian, do you want to go next, or should we let Lady Lynette take the reins?
I think Lady Lynette should take it.
All right.
Onward,
young
Lady Lynette.
Lady Lynette, come forth, bring your sword, and skewer my Mai for us.
Bring your holy.
I enjoyed it. It was really fun to watch. Never seen it before. Saw it subbed, and it kept my interest. I guess that's the best way to say. I was sitting there thinking, "Oh, this is gonna be crazy." In the first episode with the misleading sounds, I was like, "What are we gonna see when they go back into there?"
He's really
When it's like, I'm watching it in the living room with my family. Oh my God.
Because you really don't know, and then all of a sudden you see, I'm like, "Oh, he's fully clothed. Oh, she's clothed. Oh, he's just massaging her back. Okay, yeah, all right, I got
Come
that."
on back in, Mom. Come on back in.
You're fine.
No, it's more like turn down the volume and have
Like, what is that
and have
pervert daughter
home.
watching now?
Fair.
And then have like home on like a quick push just in
Right.
case I need to. But when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's nothing." And then just the crazy shinobi guy, that was funny. And how they played out the whole acupuncture thing. I was like, the fact that she was like 6 to 9ing him and like grabbing
Yeah.
his junk and being like, how am I supposed to move? I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening?
Mhm.
you know? But yeah, each episode brought its own little bit of funny, like the strawberry headed guy, and then the the witch going through her thing, oh no, not the witch, the medicine woman going
The
through her
faith healer.
thing.
The faith
Yeah.
healer.
And then the ghosts. And then I will have to say, I tried to take a screenshot, but there is a scene when the 3 old ladies pop in.
Yeah.
Where the one with the big lips, she's angled
Yo,
in such
I-
a
I-
way that she looks, I was like, oh, are we actually now getting to the adult theme of it? And then it's actually her mouth. I was like, I was
I know
like,
exactly what you're
wow,
talking about.
yeah, right. They zoom in, and I was like, oh, they're doing lady parts now. Oh, 'cause throughout the whole thing, they never
They're doing the
really
third
showed
lady part.
anything. Yeah,
Oh
then all of
my.
a sudden they zoom out, and I'm like, oh, that's just her mouth. That scared me a bit.
It did look pretty angry.
Right? Yeah. So
Sure.
I actually had fun with the whole piece. I was just like,
Yeah.
this is awesome. Like, I would not show this to the young ones, but I'd tell my brother about it. Hey, watch this. Watch it while you're working out in the gym. That'll be great.
It's gonna work out perfect.
You're gonna get some gains, buddy. You're gonna get some gains.
You know. But yeah, like I would say it's not for everybody, but I think the people who would enjoy it should watch it.
I hear you. I understand. I know exactly where you're coming from with it.
Yeah.
Brian, you want next?
Yeah, I'll take next.
Okay.
So I kept watching it, right? And it's definitely
You
not
were that
highbrow.
addicted to it?
Huh?
You that addicted to it?
No, man.
He's not that kind of girl.
How about this? As I was watching it,
Okay.
Yeah.
as I was watching it,
Yes.
it's definitely not highbrow, but
No.
it felt like the difference between watching Animal House and Revenge at Porky's.
Yes.
That's actually good.
yes.
All right.
Go on.
I would, Animal House has that cult, but it has that. I don't know, maybe because it was the college, and then you have Weekend at Porky's, which is just guttural, and
Mhm.
and this felt more guttural as
Uh-huh.
opposed to in terms of how they expressed it.
Sure.
Especially when we get to Lady Part Lips, that felt so. I would also recommend. I'm actually going to give a recommendation for how you should watch this.
Okay.
I think this would be better if you watch it with friends. Because I think
Don't do
that
it as a drinking game though.
no, but I think that if you're going to watch this, and it's
Yeah.
none of it's not like it is making fun of itself for one,
Oh, for sure.
in certain things, and so it recognizes how absurd it is, you know.
For sure.
But I think that as a result of you watching it with friends, you can actually start saying, you'll build your own language between each other, and you start saying things like what does he say, Rick?
Big did one you, big did one you, big did one you.
You know what I'm saying? I could imagine if we were all watching it, and next thing you know, we would be saying that together. So
I'm telling
it's
you, that
more-
vernacular is permanently a part of mine. I've had it since I watched it in the 90s. Like,
So this could be a bonding thing in its absurdity, as opposed to watching it separately. Would have been my
I got you.
my critique.
Okay. So, yeah, this was to revisit this was an experience because I had watched it as a teenager. I'd watched it, and to have experienced it again now after all these years, and it is absolutely absurdist comedy in this sexual absurdist comedy, very much like Brian said, calling out those movies from the 80s. And it fits right in with that kind of thing, except it's so very Japanese, right? The lore references, the rabbit on the moon, the strawberry helmet guy, the fox and the cat. Like there's so many things about it that are absolutely indicative of Japanese folklore.
Mhm.
And that's one of the things I've said multiple times on this show is that when anime is at its best, when it doesn't try to pander to a global audience, when it makes shit for them. And then it's wild, it's crazy, it's nuts, it's sometimes it's hilarious, sometimes it doesn't make any sense. And that's when anime is its best.
Mhm.
When it's not trying to do that thing where Sony's trying to get in on Crunchyroll, so you gotta have certain types of characters and certain types of narratives and certain fuck all that. They made this for themselves. It's a
Mhm.
comedy for Japanese people. And because of that, it's absurd in the best way. Like, I'm not saying it's my favorite comedy. It's
No,
my favorite anime
but
comedy, not by a stretch.
no, Vic actually put it on his top 10. I remember that.
But
My top
it
10 calls
is
you a dirty little liar, but
it is undoubtedly a funny trip, but it's so very Japanese, and I think that that's the charm of it for me. Like, that's why I liked it. Like, I'm not saying it's great, but I was entertained. Like Lynette said, I watched it. I didn't go, "No, I can't finish this." Like, it was fun, and it was silly, and it was stupid, and it was but in all the ways that a sexy 90s comedy would be. And the fact that it had that mixed with the Japanese lore in it, mixed with the memes and all the tropes
Yeah, the
of
bloody
that kind of,
nose.
yeah, like all of that. Like all of that landed with me. I was laughing. I was having a good time. Yeah,
Mhm.
some of it's groan worthy, stupid, but some of it's like, this ass needs you, granny. Like some of that shit lands and you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? So I think if you're in the right, if you're ready for that kind of a romp, that you can have a lot of fun with this. This is not like hentai, right? This isn't,
Okay.
there's no sex in this. Like, there's not. There's a lot of sexual innuendo in this. There's nudity in this, but there's not sex. This isn't an adult anime in like you're gonna like it's not X-rated,
It's
but
not
it is a hard R.
NC-17. Right.
It's an R for sure, but it's an
Yeah,
R in
Mhm.
it's
like,
no
Skinamax.
it's an R like American Pie's an R.
Yeah.
So so you'll have fun with it. You'll laugh with it. There are some lines in it that are laugh out loud funny. Big titted one is again part of my vernacular. The whole thing says, "This ass needs you, granny." Like there's just so much of that when she says my healing bazooka power. Like there's just so much stupid shit in this that you can't help but laugh at it. And it's charming in its own way for that. The animation isn't exemplary. It's an amazing. It's fine. It's
Mhm.
OAV 90s anime quality. But that's not what's going to keep you watching it anyway. You're going to be laughing at this. So if you can handle an 80s or 90s sex comedy like American Pie or Porky's or something like that, then this is for you. You'll have a fun time with it. It's again, it's a very Japanese thing, but that's what was coming out in the 90s when we were picking this kind of stuff up. So I do recommend it be seen. I think that it, like Brian said, it's probably the kind of thing that's better maybe as like a group watch or maybe, so you can have fun living in the cult status of it all. Because it could have a cult status in your group of friends because it's that silly that you can find yourself quoting it. So anyway, it was a fun distraction after all the heavy shit that was the Gundams trilogy that we watched. So was glad for a change up. All right. So that being said, folks, that's going to do it for our show today. So until next time, keep calm and just stick it in all the way. Just lift them up and stick it in to the base of the testicles.
Right.
Twist it. Right there.
You've just been privy to the mindless
keep
midlife
dragging it
musings
on
of
and
the
on.
anime nerd, presented by
Wait
Geek
to see how
Grotto. For
but
show
that's
notes and
basically gonna
corrections
be
or for
received.
general geeky fun, you can visit our website at geek-grotto.com. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app, please like, follow, and subscribe.